Welcome back, my dear student. On this lecture, I want to go over the delete functionality that we have in the application, the CMS. Now, as all of you know, and if you got to this section here, you know this already, that we are sending a GET request to delete our posts, right? So when we click here, we're going to send a delete with the ID of the post. Now, if you want to take this live online, I suggest to actually change this to post. And I've said this a couple times in the course. It's safer to have this functionality of deleting or editing or anything like that being sent via post. Now, when I started this course, it was very small course, and I started adding lectures just to show you everything that we went over in the beginning of the course, and just wanted to show you a bunch of different things. But as you get further in this course, you're gonna notice that you want to make things more secure. Okay, so before you take this online, let's look at this functionality. Now, like I said, we're sending this via the URL, and that's not a very good idea. We have the link right here. Okay, see the link right here, and we're sending the post ID and all that. That's beautiful, right? I mean, we are able to create this beautiful CMS, and we can be creative with it. But then let's make it a little bit more secure, okay, guys? So what I'm gonna do is right here on this delete button in my view all post page, I'm going to create a form so we can submit this via post. All right, so let's break our PHP, and well, let's open it up here so we can have some functionality below, as you can see there. Okay, so let's go. So functionality we got there. Let's create a form, and this form is just gonna have method of post. Okay, it's gonna be a very simple form, and then we are gonna have an input. This input is going to be, well, we need to find a way to send the post ID to our via post, right? We're gonna have a button, type submit, and this one is just gonna say delete. Good. Now this input here, I'm gonna use it. It's gonna be a hidden input. I'm gonna use it to send the post ID. So I'm gonna open some PHP tags right in between here. Okay, I'm gonna echo out that post ID because we need that in the other side. Okay, actually, sorry about that. We need this in the value. So this would be the post ID, and here in the value is where we want that post ID. Okay, the dynamic one. Good. And then we have this input here, but we also need to wrap this in a TD because this is inside a table, right? Like this. Now we also need to kind of break this here, and it really depends how you want this structure. I'm just structuring like this because I'm showing you about this specific thing, but you can structure your application however you want just to make it look nicer. And we're just gonna echo the whole thing out. Okay, now of course we want to comment this out. Now let's see how this looks on the browser. Make sure you save your document, and we have this submit here. Okay, it doesn't look that pretty now. Let's make it so it looks okay. Okay, so we want this to have a value at least of delete, and we want this to look a little better. All right, so let's add a class, and let's call it btn and btn primary. Actually, let's make it danger so that way it's red. Okay, so at least we have that, and now you can style this however you want. Like I said, you're welcome to style this as those buttons as well too, like the edit. Okay, so you can style. Let me just show you real quick. Where's the edit? The edit should be right here. So we can just make the edit real quick. Just btn. Did I break the line? Yes, I broke it. I need single quotes. btn. And what was the other one? btn info or something like that. Just to make these bonds a little nicer. Okay. Okay. So let's go, and now that we have this functionality, we're going to be sending this, we need to catch it, and where we're going to catch is right here. So instead of doing delete get, we're doing the post. We are also receiving the post ID here. So in this case, we're just going to say post ID. Okay. And that should be it. We don't need to escape anything because this is coming from inside our application. I mean, if you have somebody inside your application already sending you stuff, I mean, they can delete whatever they want here. But you know what? Let's just leave it there. Who knows, right? Maybe you have somebody inside your application that want to drop a database or something. But that's fine. Let's see how this works. We click delete and you can see that this works. Okay? So just that you see here, we don't have any, we're not sending any get requests, so everything is very safe. Nobody can come from outside this application and delete your items here, even though we're still doing a lot of checking before that happens. But you know, just to be safe, it's better to do it via post. And while I'm here, I might as well just fix the other button that we have, which is this guy here. And I'm just gonna make this guy class btn. You know what, this one could be primary, this one could be blue. Save it and refresh. Now they look a lot better, and you also change this numbers here to be like some type of icon or some type of you know, just style it the way you want. But this looks a lot better. We can view our posts, we can edit them, and we can delete them now via post. Now I suggest you could do that to the rest of your application. You can do that to categories, you can do that to users. Make sure that your application is secure, it has all the posts, has all the really important functionality via post. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in the next lectures. Take care.